Hey, it's the big motherfucking baby. And I'm back, and I'm doing a pod. We're going live. Big Baby is back on that bottle. Big Baby in Bahrain. Big Baby in a bonnet. Ooh, wee. What's wrong with him? Brian done a podcast in forever. It's like a smooth month since I did one. I did a dope pod with a couple of special guests. I had my boy Freako on there with me. I had Tyler Blackman on there with me. I had Big V. Happy birthday, Big V! And I also had Big Shaw come through. We talked a lot of basketball. We had some projections. We recapped the season. We actually had a great time, man. It was a fun pod. But today, I got to come back, man. So much has gone on since the last time I did a podcast. I mean, I'm so damn excited that I'm talking fast. It's like, hey, baby, slow down. Get a little sip of that water. Get a little sip of that water. But anyways. You know, Ye been dropping music. Drake been dropping music. Don't really care about the music. I'm actually here to talk about basketball because I enjoy talking about sports and it's a great time. What's up, Coach Coons? How you doing? Great to see you tuning in. But anyways, what did I say the other day? I said, let me find my notes. Can't just be up here talking for no reason. LeBron to the Lakers and Boogie to the Warriors, man. I had to do a pod. You hear me? You know, I had to do a pod. No, I'm not gonna really eat a pod, but I had to do a podcast because, man, like, we've had a crazy shift just happen in the NBA. We just had the best player in the league leave the worst conference in the league and leave that conference with one, maybe two or three superstars. And by I mean two or three, I'm going to say French people. And then we have arguably the best big man in the league leave his team and not leave his team, join the best team in the league that had all-stars at the point guard position, the shooting guard position, the small forward position, the power forward position, and now they have a multiple-time all-star at the center position. Golden State can trot out an all-star team. Yes, an all-star team under the salary cap. But, I mean, it is what it is, and we have to live with that. So, the LeBron effect is real. It's amazing how the NBA has conspired to beat LeBron. People say the players fear competition. No, see, back in my day, we competed. We wanted to beat the best. We wanted to go out there and show what we could do. Nothing's changed. There still is a certain level of competition that is there in the NBA. But players today have realized the only competition is LeBron. They want to compete against LeBron. Whereas in the 90s, people understood that MJ was the best player ever, but they weren't thinking about competing with MJ. They were thinking about competing with each other, and like crabs in a barrel, they just fought each other, and then, you know, MJ won. They weakened themselves, and MJ won. But the players of today are a bit smarter because, you know, it's a different place. It's a different time. Like, people get smarter with time, I assume. And so now we understand that it's important to beat LeBron. If you beat LeBron, that's it. If you beat LeBron, he can't become MJ because why he has so many losses, that's like, oh my God, MJ never lost like that. Yeah, you're right. You're preserving MJ's legacy by teaming up to beat LeBron, which is what has happened. The players in the league have conspired to beat LeBron James. They want to beat LeBron. they don't want him to be the GOAT. They want MJ to remain the GOAT. And why not? Why would you want the greatest of all time to be a player that came from your generation? That's crazy, right? Like, just think about it. If golly, I rock his bonnet so well. If the best player ever comes from your generation, that means that you got shitted on. That means that you didn't play. Your play wasn't good enough to stop somebody from being transcendently great, the best ever. But if you can neutralize that and MJ remains the GOAT, oh, hell, you didn't play against MJ. Nobody in the league at this point played against MJ except for like Jamal Crawford and Jason Terry. And that was in the latter part of his career that didn't really matter. So for the superstars, they can preserve their legacy by preserving MJ's legacy by damaging LeBron's legacy. And that's what I think is happening. Ooh, good drink. And in 20 years, we're going to look back at the league, right? And we're going to be like, how the league was really just determined to block LeBron. And it's crazy. So you take a 73-9 team that loses in the finals, right? They lose. They get beat. Things happen. Draymond messed up, whatever. But nonetheless, they lose. They replaced their small forward with the second best small forward in the league, arguably the best scoring small forward, best pure shooter in the league, Kevin Durant. Harrison Barnes for Kevin Durant. 6'8", decent role player, give you 15 points a game for 7 foot, good as hell, give you 30 a night. Right? Then they win a title. Then they win another title. Then you have JaVale McGee. Shaq and the Fool. Mr. Shaq and the Fool himself. He's been on Shaq and the Fool so many times that his people hit up TNT and he can't be on Shaq and the Fool no more. That's how real it is. And he was replaced with arguably the best offensive big man in the game, Boogie Cousins. Big Boogie. Big Boogie. But let's not get too caught up on this. Let's just, what's up, Pope? Young Popey. But anyways, let's just be rational here, right? Let's think about a few things. Boogie Cousins. We got 5 All-Stars now. That team right there can go to the All-Star game and win. Yeah, straight up. You've seen the post on social media about who will win, the Warriors or the best players from the East. You put Kyrie, DeMar DeRozan, Giannis, hell, I don't know, Gordon Hayward, and who's the big man? And Joel Embiid. The Warriors can outshoot them. I ain't saying the Warriors going to win, but they can outshoot them. There's a chance. So that's how good this team can be if they're at their peak, right? It's the rich getting richer. And that's what happens when you're really good at what you do. People want to join you. And I can't knock Boogie for wanting to go play for a great team. I mean, can you? I mean, who the hell are we to say, hey, Boogie, keep losing so we can keep criticizing you, and you go play for that sorry-ass team that you've been playing on? Man, that's foolish. Go win. We judge players by their rings. But yeah, we mad at Boogie, but trying to go and get a damn ring. But again, what do I know? I'm just a big motherfucking baby. But again, I digress. What are these notes? See, I got these notes here. You know, I'm trying to be professional and use notes. I can't even something bullshit. All right, bet. So I made some notes that I can't read and I don't understand them. So I'm just gonna keep going. We talked about Boogie. Let's be real. Boogie has a torn Achilles. Arguably the worst injury excuse me, a basketball player can suffer, right? Because it's just one of those things. History has shown that people with torn Achilles don't typically bounce back. The only case of a player legitimately bouncing back from a torn Achilles is Dominique Wilkins. Dominique Wilkins was a supreme athlete, an absolutely great player. And he bounced back. Oh my God, this is some bullshit. But he bounced back. Why? Because he's Dominique. But you look at history. Kobe didn't bounce back the same from his Achilles. Who else didn't bounce back? Wes Matthews has an Achilles, didn't bounce back. Chauncey, Mr. Big Shot Billups, he tore his Achilles. His career was essentially over after he tore his Achilles. And Rudy Gay just recently tore his. He's looking decent right now, but we'll see what's going to happen. But for Boogie, he's also 6'11", 270, 280, 290 pounds. He's a big fella. That's a lot of weight on the Achilles. He says he's going to be back by training camp. I highly doubt it because, again, that's a 12-month injury. That is a no bullshit 12-month injury, 12 to 15-month injury to be exact. And he tore his Achilles in February, I want to say, late January, early February. I'm not going to check the exact date, but it's that time frame. And it is only July, so that's we're 6-7 months out. Training camp starts in October. Excuse me, not October, September. Nah. I don't think that Boogie recovers from this injury this soon. So, for all of you people who are upset with the Warriors, just give you a second to say, hey, you know what? My team has a chance. My team does have a chance because the Boogie thing is he's going to be down. Damn, Pope, that's unfortunate. You okay though? Are you back in the gym? Pope, tell me what happened when you tore your Achilles and tell me how you recovered it from it. Big Dave, what up though? So there's a good chance that Boogie won't be Boogie ever again. And there's a really good chance that Boogie won't be Boogie this season. But also, you have to understand that Boogie took $5 million, which was below his market. He was offered $40 million for 2 seasons, $20 million a season by the Pelicans right after the injury. He turned down that deal thinking that he could get more, and then he took $5 million on a prove-it deal. We obviously know that Boogie has a reputation for being a locker room killer, and apparently it's came out that Anthony Davis did not want Boogie back in New Orleans. That says a lot. But also, Boogie has the chance to come here to Golden State to revive his career, because if he plays for Golden State, he does good things. He is finally in a veteran locker room, a winning locker room, a locker room in which he respects the individuals who run that locker room. It's a good chance he's different, because Boogie has always been the best person on his team. And you can say between him and Anthony Davis is a better player. Yes, no, maybe so. But Boogie doesn't believe that. But going to Golden State, them boys got credentials. They got dubs. Them dubs got dubs. They got rings. They got MVPs. They have tangible evidence to say, hey, Boogie, stick with me. You'll never go hungry again, in the words of my man Scar. Shout out to Scar. I'm a Lion King fan. But anyways, so that's a reality, right? But one thing we have to think about is Boogie's going to try to prove himself, because he wants a max deal. And apparently there weren't many max deals out there for him, so he wants to go get his money. He was a 25-12 guy, 25-12-5. 2 blocks, damn near 2 steals. He was max potential until he tore his Achilles. So he's going to go try to get that. What does that do to the Golden State chemistry? Apparently, they want him to come off the bench. How does that sit with Boogie? He's never came off the bench in his life outside of maybe playing for the United States Olympic team. So we'll see how this goes. So don't be too worried about the Boogie thing to the Warriors, because, again, there's only one ball. And he will be marginalized by playing for this team. 1 second. I'm straight. Didn't do my rehab. Probably 90%. Be the best I'll return. Damn, Pope. You should have done your rehab. But you know what? I'm not going to knock you for it because I messed my back up and I didn't go to physical therapy at all. I stopped. I didn't do what they told me to do. I get it. It's as athletes and men, it's really hard to do what these doctors tell you to do, especially when, I just can't do it. But anyways, here's my issue with Boogie. More than anything else in the world, here's my issue with Boogie. He only took $5 million. He took the tax exception, blah 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 blah. Blah. He didn't take the max, which it probably wasn't out there for him, but he obviously didn't take the best dollar figure out there. He took damn near the minimum. So by Boogie, an all-star, 25, 12, and 5. 25, 12, and 5, coming off an Achilles injury, taking such a low deal. What's up, Moog? I'm going to shout you out in a minute when I get done talking basketball. I'm going to pub the shit we got coming soon. Happy you tuned in. But anyways, yeah, so Boogie, he takes his low deal, and it sets a bad precedent for the NBA moving forward. Hey, it's good to see you coaching, Pope. I like that. Let these young boys know how to play the game the right way. That's good, you Marcus Smart looking ass. Anyways, I love you, my guy. But anyways, bro, they been needing me on First Take, Undisputed, First Things First. Whatever show it is, they been needing me on it. That's the way I feel. Hell, I really would like a show like Cowher where I can just sit around and talk for 3 hours because people need to hear what I have to say. But anyways, back to my point. I see why Colin doesn't take phone calls so you get distracted. But what I'm trying to say is Boogie setting a bad precedent for the league and other great players who come off of injuries. By him taking $5 million, it gives these rich billionaire owners the fuel to say, hey, look here, young fella, you're coming off injury. I don't want to invest in you. Take the minimum and we'll see what you can do. No! Get your coins while you can, because understand the man who's paying you is always going to be paid. Understand, we were mad at Donald Sterling, but he still was able to sell his team for over $1 billion. You see what I'm saying? I ain't gonna call them what I want to call them. These guys are gonna be rich. They're gonna keep their money. And in order for us to do what we need to do, to get paid, get our coins, we have to take the best deals possible. Winning is important, yes. It's not the most important thing. It's one of the most important things. But son, would you rather be a broke champion or a rich loser? I'll be mellow any day. Get your coins while you can. Your career as an NBA player is what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 15 years, right? 15, you get the opportunity to work this job for, let's say, 15 years. Understand your owner can own the team until he dies and pass it down to his son, and that's generational wealth. Money still coming in. So when you have so as cool as it is to want to be a winner and to take less money to win, it's one thing to take less money to win, but it's another thing to take the minimum to be a winner. And we like what I love about Chris Paul, right? Chris Paul, president of the Players Association, is all about, hey, son, get your coins. Get your coins. You got to run that check up. Because if we're going to be honest here, all these rich-ass white men who run the league, all the sports leagues, yeah, they paying you. They paying you millions. But understand, they got billions. And they don't want to see you there. So when you can get your coins, you get your coins, man. Because these niggas can't hold me back. No, you can't hold me back from getting my coins. I'm sorry. No. If I could have, but understand, Boogie turned down the opportunity to make $20 million a year to get $5 million a year. Is a shit really worth that? Shit, I know my answer. Let me pull up thinking about Boogie. Turn down $20 million a year to accept $5 million a year. Oh, but I got my ring though. I'm a champion. Yeah, Boogie, you're going to come off the bench, get 15 minutes a game, and your numbers are going to be terrible, and you're going to hit the market, and you're not going to get what you think you want or what you think you deserve. That's what happens. But anyways, you got your prove it deal, and you can do what you want to do, and you have to whoop, the whoop, the whoop. But it's basketball. At the end of the day, it is just a game. You play to win the game. It is just a game that you get paid a lot of money for. And as I end my conversation on basketball, I do want to transition into something a bit more important, a bit more serious. I hope you're still listening, Mook, because I'm talking about what we're going to talk about on a later date. So, just so you all know, myself and Melvin Bell, Mook, Stay Woke Mook, we're going to do a pod talking about some woke shit. Because I could be perceived as a anti-woke African American, which I'm not. I'm just I view things a little bit differently than other people, and I'm all about education. I'm all about understanding our past and our history and moving forward. But I'm also all about personal accountability and understanding the great opportunity that we have here in this great country that is America. Yes, America is flawed, and I would never argue and act like it's the perfect place, but I'd rather be here than anywhere else. What's up, Brandon? How you doing, dog? The Yankees are going to win the AL East. Just throwing that out there. The Sox are looking good this year, but the Yankees got it. Giancarlo Stanton stroking that thing. Just talking shit anyways. So, what I was getting at is, I made a post on the beginning of the 4th of July telling people, hey, look here. If you woke, hashtag stay woke, go to sleep today. Take your shot of bleach if you're going to bash America today on America's birthday. And here's why I said that. America is a great place. America is a flawed place. Big Baby the GOAT is a great person. Big Baby the GOAT is a flawed person. Dale, what's up, fam? How you living out there? I know it's hot. But anyways, we're flawed people, and I can live with being flawed. I'm still a good person. I live in a flawed country, but it's still a great country. Like, it's a absolutely great country. The opportunities that are afforded to us in America are second to none, and we should be happy to be living there. We should. But I told the woke crowd, I don't want to hear all your anti-America shit today on America's birthday. Let's celebrate what America is. America is a country built from people trying to escape oppression who then oppressed others and created a system in which they could remain superior for a very long time. Now, the African American people may not like this. It sounds terrible. It sucks for my people, but the idea of it is what state of nature, state of war speaks about: survival of the fittest. Who can put themselves in the best position to succeed? I want to put myself in the best position to succeed. You woke us up there. You damn right I woke y'all up that day because y'all talking that bullshit, Mook. But anyways, so I have a crazy infatuation with the Constitution because it was written in 1783 and it can be amended, but you can't get rid of it without being tried for treason, and that is absolute. I'm not gonna say it's foolproof, but it's the next best thing. But anyways, here's what I tell the woke crowd, right? Continue enlightening us. Keep us awake, right? I never want you to think that I don't want you to say what you have to say. But here's what I want from you. I want you to pay America the respect it deserves. I want you to say this country, although it's flawed, gave me great opportunities, better than I probably would get anywhere else in this world. The cultural diversity that we have here, and if we can get over these racial boundaries that are in America, there's we will set the stage of a deracialized world. I don't even know if that's a real word. But here's the problem, right? Race isn't really our huge issue here in America, nor is it the huge issue in the world. It's classism. It's classism. Classism exists every freaking where. And so many problems that we point to that it's easy to point to with race because typically people of color are less affluent than the other. Classism is the key. It's a class thing. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a race piece involved, and it's probably stronger than I want to state it because I see race, but I see people. I know messed up black people. I know messed up white people. I know messed up Hispanics. I know messed up Asians. I know terrible people from all races. So I judge people at their face and what they treat me and how they treat me. But I do understand classism more so than anything. But just enjoy America. And while you're trying to awaken our people who may not know about our history, see, that's the thing. I have a decent grasp of black history, African American history, because I care about it, because I'm African American. Out here, stay woke. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag stay woke. If you woke, hashtag I'm sleep. Do a pod. I got a bucket full. Do a pod. Do you one. If you're feeling queasy, if you don't feel right, just eat it. Feel so much better. Do a pod, right? But no. On a serious note, we just have to make sure that we're not shitting on the great opportunities that we have by uncovering the faults that we have to deal with. We have to make sure that what we're doing to fight the faults actually address our issues, right? Because I look at people who are upset at the NFL, telling players to boycott. Oh, you got to boycott. You can't play this year. Man, look here. Between your supervisor, your general manager, your owner, and some other executive in your country, in your company, one of them is racist. I mean, it's America. But I don't hear you going in there taking knees saying, hey, I'm not working today. Damn that, I'm not working. You racist ball, I'm not working for you. I need you to stay woke, treat black folks better, people of color better, Hispanics better, Asians better, and you know what? Then I'll do some work for you. No, you're not doing that. Why? Because you got to pay your bills. Same thing with these NFL players. Don't hold them to a standard that you will not hold yourself to. Yes, what Kaepernick did is nice. But Kaepernick lost money doing it. And I applaud him for doing it because he didn't care. But will you do it? Huh? Will you sacrifice your livelihood and your well-being for a cause that you believe in? I don't know. I'm not going to ask you to, but here's what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm going to ask you to shut the hell up, telling people how to live their lives, telling them what to stand up for if you're not going to stand up for what you believe in. That's what I'm going to tell you to do. That's what I'm going to tell you to do. Now, if you're going to stand up and you're going to put yourself on the line, you're going to put your neck out, you're going to risk your life, you're going to risk your livelihood, go for it. Criticize any and everybody. I'm here for it. But if you're just here for a social media post, if you're just talking shit, if you don't really care about the people, if you're out here touching folks, you know what I mean? If you're out here touching the community, trying to improve the community, putting in programs that help out your people, whoever your people may be, then fuck you. And I mean that wholeheartedly. Because yes, sometimes I shit on the woke community because I'm just not. I mean, I think there are other ways to get to the finish line. And I think my way is the right way because I said it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm open to listening to what people have to say. How you doing, Janine? Great that you tuned in today. But I also feel that it is highly important to practice what you preach. And there are things you can do behind the scenes that nobody has to see that still gets the job done. And Big Baby gets the job done. But hey, look here. It was fun. Did a nice little 30 minutes here. It's the big mother. I'm not even going to cuss this time. Baby. And I'm in my body. And I'm back. Like I never left. And I got a big podcast coming soon. Big Baby and Moot. We're going to be talking about racial issues and different ways to approach the problems in America as African American individuals. Be on the lookout for that. It is coming soon. I'm so excited to do that. I'm telling you, it's going to be a great time. Make sure you tune in. Big Baby out!